Thank you so much for speaking to us, Rishabh and Pratik. Firstly, I was thoroughly entertained with Dhoom Dhaam. I thought it made such a good weekend watch. And trust me, you guys, it was a delightful comedy, and I haven't seen that in a long time. Are you both happy with the reception?
Absolutely happy. And I can see that smile on your face even now. So that makes us even happier.
No,
Right.
no, seriously. And I
Yes, we have
expected.
had
Yes, tell me.
we are literally getting like love from around the world thanks to Netflix because the film is being beamed across the world and literally Pratik got an email from Costa Rica, I believe,
Yeah.
applauding him for the film. So,
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, so we're ecstatic with the response we're getting.
What I loved about this romantic comedy is the fact that both the players are very flawed and they're not perfect. They're so imperfect. We have Bridget Jones now, who's again, after 25 years, she's still our beloved star. Do you think this, perhaps this movie has a ability to have that kind of appeal? Like, because of the lovability, you guys are so lovable in your works.
We would love to have that kind of appeal to the audience.
If this film is being spoken about 20 years from now, I think both Pratik and I would be very happy. That's for sure. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I like the fact that you are a straight laced guy, and in generally in Bollywood, straight laced guys equals boring. But somehow, both of you, Rishabh and Pratik, you guys did not appear. You did not. You are not apologetic for being boring, which I thought was an interesting takeaway. Was that conscious on both your parts, not to play it as a victim?
Yes, it was a conscious call. In fact, this is absolutely something that we wanted to communicate to the audience without being preachy on the same lines. That these days, actually, being nice, being good, is not well taken in the world.
No, not at
That
all.
is a point where people say that he's too simple a guy, too nice a guy, and I think the world needs more of such guys these days.
So interesting you say that, now, Pratik. In fact, if you're a nice guy, our first instinct is what's wrong with him. Does he have
Yeah,
like
what's
body
wrong with
in
him?
the basement? Oh, what's his deal? There's something off about him. Do you think you guys wanted to break that stereotype? The nice guy is always there's something off about that
So,
guy.
we've actually had a lot of these discussions after the release of the film, or
Right,
rather, leading up to the release of the film. We realized what an exemplary character is. Like, you also get acquainted and reacquainted with your own characters. And we
right,
felt कि यार actually एक ऐसा आदमी है who doesn't feel any shame in sharing his vulnerabilities. We have a character who's very happy playing second fiddle or sitting in the back seat, and he's comfortable. It's not like he's it's coming to him naturally. It's okay if my wife takes charge, I'll stand behind her, and there is no shame in that. And these are realizations we actually happened about his character later, when we started discussing it. And
right.
we think, yes, without this film is obviously not, it's supposed to just make you laugh, it's supposed to entertain you, it's supposed to be meant to be easy breezy. But I think some messaging has come through to the audience, and that has been really gratifying for us.
Right.
We want people to embrace a character like Veer. It's okay, man. You don't have to be this macho, muscled guy, though Veer is muscled, we realize at some point. So we think there's a lesson for men out there. It's okay, man. It's okay to be living in someone's shadow. No shame.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you any less of a man.
Especially Pratik, we and Rishabh, I'm sure, movies like Kabir Singh, Animal, etc., where hyper masculinity is embraced, celebrated. It's almost like the ideal standard. Who has all kinds of phobias, perhaps, and saying, "Listen, I'm not very exciting as a guy. I mean, on a Tinder, I might not be even picked often, right?"
Ever.
So,
Yeah.
so Pratik, are you the are you speaking for the underdogs now?
This character speaks about the larger part of the society. Most of the people are like this. The only thing is they avoid talking about their issues, their fear, their phobias, and their limitations to people because they know that they'll be put in a category. They'll be put in a bracket. Kya re yaar, he's not good enough. So I want these set of people also to be celebrated. They are our real life heroes. You see them more than the other set of people, right? Have you ever seen a person in real life who's able to fight 15, 20 people? It doesn't exist in the world. In a storytelling, I understand, But
It is.
through Veer's character and whatever he is, I guess, if even, couple of people who are like Veer can feel confident enough to be what they are, it's, I guess, more than enough.
Rishabh, you have also taken one for the women's team, Yami Gautam's monologue on how difficult it is to be a woman and telling Pratik off. Don't tell us that you can walk in our shoes even for a day. I thought that was a powerful thing. Did you guys plan it? What was the rehearsal like? And Pratik, I loved your expressions throughout that particular
Yeah.
what just hit me. I loved the way you reacted to it. He's like, oops, I didn't expect feminism 2.0.
Every film gives you, any work of art gives you an opportunity, to say something to the public at large. It gives you a chance to maybe give a message. Now, of course, the attitude in Dhoom Dhaam, the approach was always to do it with laced with humor, to do it in a way that doesn't weigh on you. We've just been talking about how Yami's monologue is for the men's ears. It is not for the women will relate, but the men
Yeah.
need to listen. Because I'm telling you, growing up as men, we don't understand women. We don't understand the female experience, you know. And we're hoping that maybe, and the monologue has gone viral, and I was reading a whole bunch of people commenting on it, having discussions, having arguments within the comments. It is important that men understand the female mindset, that so, and we think we've done little sensitization through that monologue, and
You did.
maybe might start more conversations about what women literally go through since they are children.
And Pratik, what did you think of the scene? I thought you did remarkably well. Like you said, you're in the shadows, but still there in the spotlight.
Yeah, so this particular scene, when Yami is saying all possible things, which Veer has never done.
Yes.
He is not part of that, that group ever in his life. But still,
True.
he is receiving it and he is listening to everything. The reaction that Veer could have very well reacted in a different way and being little aggressive also. That why are you telling this?
Yeah, he could have been defensive. Not all
He could
men
have
are
been
like,
defensive. But
yeah, he
Veer
did say
is
that.
a character who actually wants to understand the other person's perspective. So he wants to understand that where is this trauma and this reaction is coming from. I loved that portion because then he is actually trying to treat the root cause. Because this was just a reaction. It was just a
Yeah.
symptom.
I mean, the first reaction would be to defend your tribe.
To
The
defend,
main,
yeah. Why me? The film's genre requires the reaction in a way where you understand this, but and you tend to laugh.
I love the way how you guys took a swipe at arranged marriages. I thought that was a very bold thing. Easily, this could have been a love marriage, right? But you chose to take a swipe at an institution where you're marrying strangers, expecting them to get into each other's life and dynamics. I love it how you guys are unaware of each other. What were you guys doing? And there's so many like them. In today's world, this whole thing about arranged marriages, parents' consent is there. This families look all right, the kids, they're tall enough or short enough, they make physically, they make sense. So do you think that was deliberate, Rishabh? Like you guys are flying in blind.
I
They picked the
honestly,
first.
in all honesty, I don't think we were trying to take a swipe at arranged marriages. Ours was, I think, if there was any messaging in the film about marriages, it's more about how marriage is a constant discovery. Like
Mm.
when you have a partner, you're still discovering things about each other like years from now, in that relationship. And what happens in the case of Veer and Koyal, our characters, is that whole process gets really accelerated. What might normally in a normal marriage, in a normal arranged marriage where a couple is getting acquainted, they'll find details like this about each other over a 2 or 3 year period, and it happens to them in one night. So that was the messaging, if anything.
How did you both discover each other? Like, do you guys know, like, why did you choose Pratik? Because I find Pratik, you're the most unlikeliest choice as well. I did not see Yami. The casting was so unusual. I loved it.
Right.
I love the casting.
Right.
I think
So
that's
well,
powerful.
Pratik is, I got acquainted with Pratik's work, I think almost a decade ago, when he had done a film called Be Yaar. And if you haven't watched it, I really, really recommend that film. You
Oh, I
must
haven't
watch
seen
it.
it. Okay,
It's
I
a,
will.
it's a Gujarati film. And
Okay.
I remember watching it, and I love the film. I love the acting. I was like, I really wanted to meet both Pratik and Divyang, his co-actor in the film. So when in fact, I was just telling someone Pratik was literally our first choice for Veer. You say it's a surprising choice for us. He was the most obvious choice, weirdly, and it was really fortunate that he read the script. He enjoyed the space. He was keen to do a comedy, and then things worked out.
Everybody is disenchanted by Bollywood. We are talking about some people are packing their bags, going down south, etc. Some great acclaimed filmmakers we want more of.
No, all
You
the
know,
South people are like packing their bags and coming here actually.
I don't know what is happening. Everybody has an identity crisis right now. But
Right.
I need to tell you that you guys reminded us that, you know what, movies can be fun as well. This is also, are you guys just happy that it's a reminder for all those who are a bit disenchanted that good movies can be done in a fun, light, wicked way?
Yeah, absolutely. The kind of reactions that we've got from the audiences all across, thanks to Netflix, that all different country people are watching it and they are reacting to it. The reactions are so gratifying. It actually helps us believe more that good storytelling, which directly comes from your heart, will definitely touch the heart of the audiences.
Thank you so much for taking one for the underdogs. I think you both did so well. And so did Yami. I thought she was brilliant as well.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
Thank
so
you
much.
very
Thank
much.
you
Thank
guys
you,
for your
Manisha.
time. Have a great day. Take
Thank
care.
you, Manusha.
Thank
Thanks a
you.
lot.
Bye bye.